The culture and legacy at General Atomics is one that was born out of disruption. If you go back 30 years ago, we actually were a startup. It was just a handful of people with a great idea, and fortunately, we had those in the Department of Defense who recognized that idea and helped to bring it forward. So from that perspective, our whole culture and legacy is built on the fact that we want to disrupt. We're encouraged to challenge the paradigms that exist out there. We're encouraged to actually push the envelope. So in addition to being disruptors, we're also explorers, because we have the freedom to explore. Our leadership in the company is very excited about the fact that we want to do new things with new technologies, not just about designing new aircraft, but how do you actually make those aircraft? How do you get it at a lower cost? How do you make it faster? How do you deliver the things that are needed for those that need it? Achieving 9 million flight hours is a tremendous milestone for the company, but I'll also say that's not the ceiling for us, right? Those numbers are going to continue to go up. It actually reflects a couple of different things. The first is, it says we're doing the right things, meaning we're building capabilities that are in demand, right? You look at 9 million flight hours, that also equates to about 50 aircraft every day at every second is flying in the air. That's 50 General Atomics aircraft 24/7, 365 days a year. That's pretty impressive. But it also says we're doing it the right way, meaning that our capabilities are actually not just in demand, but they're there when they need them. If you look on average, General Atomics aircraft are about 90% mission capable rates. That's what's really needed. So not only are we balancing the fact that we're building the capabilities that are in demand and what is needed out there, but we're also making sure that they work when they need to work. Our latest aircraft, the YFQ-42A, is a collaborative combat aircraft. And really what it is it's helping the Air Force to revolutionize the way air dominance is going to be accomplished. Right, so this is another example of the disruption that General Atomics has been doing for years. So when you look at the YFQ-42A, it's not just the first collaborative combat aircraft that we've built, it's actually the second. So it's something that's not well known. We built the XQ-67A, or the Offboard Sensing Station. So when you look at our concept, or what we call the Gambit family of systems, that actually incorporates the second variant of that. So we have a core variant concept that we've developed mimicking what has been done in the automotive industry for several years. It's common chassis, you put different outer mold line, different wings, different engines, all modularity that allows you to sort of pick and choose the type of capability that you would need. So this is a great reflection, not just to help the Air Force achieve air dominance, but it's a great example of how the Air Force Research Lab has brought science and technology capabilities to an actual program of record. So that significance is tremendous, but it's not the only thing we're doing to help with air dominance. We've got a program right now with DARPA that we're working on. It's called LongShot. And that effort is really, if you think about it, it's about an air-launched fighter. So we're talking about a smaller UAS, not quite the size of what you see here, but it also will be able to carry air-to-air missiles and be brought into the fight in mass when needed. So LongShot represents sort of another iteration of what we're doing for disruption to help the Air Force change or revolutionize the way air dominance is being done. So one of the more significant things that's occurring right now is in reference to the Missile Technology and Control Regime, MTCR. So currently this administration is looking to reform that MTCR policy. This will actually enable companies like General Atomics and others to be able to actually sell their unmanned aerial systems in a different fashion than what has been before, less restrictions in some cases. We're ready for that to happen, and we have been working with the government for quite some time to kind of outline what really we could be doing from an unmanned capability. But it's not just about us, it's about other companies who are in that same realm. But the reality is it's about the warfighter on the US side as well. It's about breaking barriers to allow our coalition allies and different partners out there to have the same type of capabilities, right? So it's going to strengthen the United States when these reforms are put in place to allow us to actually be able to have like capabilities to enable interoperability much quicker. For example, US Air Force operates MQ-9s. A coalition partner who operates those same aircraft will have the ability to have instant interoperability, plus US Air Force, in this case, would know how to actually utilize those aircraft in a coalition fight. So it's more than just about companies being able to do some kind of sale or procurement overseas. It's really about strengthening the coalition if you have to do something in the future, but it's also about breaking those barriers. I think what makes MQ-9B so successful is the fact that while it looks very similar to the MQ-9, it's actually bigger, stronger, can carry more, can fly longer, It provides different capabilities that didn't exist in the MQ-9A today. So the MQ-9B, I think what really makes it significant for those on the international side, as well as domestically to look at, is the fact that it can be in a couple different variants that are optimized for the type of uses that you would want. We have the Sky Guardian, which is your traditional ISR, could be used in a strike capacity, but it also can be used in an airborne early warning fashion. Has the same ability to upload a variety of different payloads as well as different sensors. Then you have the Sea Guardian variant of MQ-9B. Now that provides maritime patrol and reconnaissance to include also anti-submarine warfare. So the ability to have that flexibility in the aircraft and tweak it to what you need for its desired role is one of the more enticing things that I think people are attracted to the MQ-9B. So the future is going to be more disruption. It's not just about what we have been creating. We have a long legacy. We have 9,500 people who are very creative. We want to get out there and basically challenge the paradigm. So this goes back to where we started as a disruptor, how we've continued to evolve as a disruptor. And it's not just the capabilities that you're seeing today or I've just talked about. There are many more that are coming, many different sizes as well, and a lot of different technology that we're going to be introducing. Not just on what's going to be out in the air and flying around, but in a variety of different domains as well. In addition to that, we're also revolutionizing the way things are going to be built. Additive manufacturing, robotics, all of that is being encompassed into this. So for General Atomics, the future is about continuing disruption and continuing to be first in what we do.